I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
We're doomed.
We're doomed! We're doomed!
So is doomed. Doomed!
Doomed! Doomed!
Our society is doomed.
Earth is doomed! Our entire galaxy is doomed.
Hello there, you 185k awakening people joining me in a wonderful battle against ignorance. We are living in a time where everything has to be politically correct and that our jokes have to sensitize to all groups of people. Satire can hardly exist nowadays because everyone will be offended. Let's start with the women's suffrage.
We're trying to stop the suffrage and the suffrage of women in this country.
Sir? I would be happy to sign.
Thank you very much.
You've saved the dolphins. Now let's stop the suffrage.
We saved the dolphins, now let's stop the suffrage. This is a clip from an American comedy television show on Comedy Central that aired from 1999 to 2004. It was created in 1999 by its two original co-hosts, Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel. The education was apparently better back then, and still...
We want to put an end to it, get a signature, we can hurry up and end the suffrage, and we can all go home.
Are you in a relationship with a woman?
Are you coming on to me?
No.
Thanks. Could I get a hug?
You coming on to me?
How come it's a man who's doing this?
Because we
What
care.
happened to the women?
The women are lazy.
The women are lazy. I guess you can get signed any petition you want in this country, as long as you disguise it as trying to help women.
Help us send a message to Congress on behalf of American women saying to stop the suffraging. Thank you. God bless you. Stop suffrage now. Stop suffrage now.
Stop suffrage now. Stop suffrage now. And these women seemed well-educated middle-class women. The fact that most of the people signed this petition in 1999 speaks volumes about the amount of ignorance that existed then. But what about now?
We're starting a petition demanding authorities stamp out women's suffrage. Would you like to sign that, please?
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
We've started a petition to demand authorities stamp out women's suffrage. Would you like to sign that?
Sure. I'd love to, yes.
Thank you so much.
I'd love to. If there is anything I can do to help stop the suffrage of women, let me know in the comment below. I'm against violence against women. I'm against women's suffrage. They have suffered enough.
We've started a petition to get the authorities to stamp out women's suffrage.
Okay.
Would you sign this petition first?
sure.
Oh, thank you so much. What do you think about women's suffrage?
I think it's horrible. I think that there's a level of aggression that's out there and they need healing, that they need to take self-awareness.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I guess the great Winston Churchill said it best. The best argument against democracy is 5 minutes conversation with the average voter. I think this lady needs a little self-awareness in order to understand the difference between suffrage and suffering. And here's another college student who doesn't seem to know the difference. College education really pays off.
I would love for more girls my age or youth or students to educate themselves about what's going on, because just like me, you know, before I was very oblivious to stuff like this. I didn't know the depth of suffrage across the world or just in my area.
The depth of suffrage. Okay, so I guess we could stop for a second and keep together a moment of silence for the prematurely disappeared education of these people. What really means women's suffrage? Ratified by the Congress on August 18th, 1920, the 19th Amendment legally guarantees American women the right to vote. So the women's suffrage means the women's right to vote, and it has nothing to do with suffering.
Well, what do you think about women's suffrage?
Well, it's not fair. I think everyone should be able to live without the fear of being harassed or...
What do you think about this whole issue of women's suffrage?
I think it's a problem that needs to be solved, and the media should really take part in working on that.
Okay, let me know in the comment below if you think these types of people should be voting.
Well, what do you feel about women's suffrage?
You know, it happens in the world and it's unfortunate, but I don't think anything's gonna change, not anytime soon, as sad as that is. But hopefully, you know.
Most people will sign petitions without asking for more information about just what is they are signing. They are all trying to sound so smart when in fact they are signing without having a single clue what they are signing.
Do you support their plan to end women's suffrage?
Yeah, I think
long overdue.
That's good. That should be in place everywhere.
In today's society, I'm not sure why we still have that
That's
problem.
right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So I think it's good.
Ending
That's
women's
great.
suffrage.
That's right. We need to end it.
Hey, are you willing to sign the petition? What? To end women's suffrage. Just need your print name, signature. Okay, great.
Yep.
Thank you. Well, we're trying to end it.
Okay.
The suffraging. And you're in favor of that.
I'm in favor of that.
To end women's suffrage,
Yeah.
absolutely. I would support it. I would go to that concert, front row. Woo!
Can I get you guys to sign a petition to end women's suffrage? Hi, can we get you to sign a petition to end women's suffrage?
Sure.
You have no excuse not to know what women's suffrage means. Even the Generation Z, the Zoomers, the ones after millennials, those raised with the slogan, just a click away, those who learned to surf the internet before learning to speak, even they had to know what it means to women's suffrage because of Civilization 1 and 2, video game education.
It's to end women's suffrage.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. You know what suffrage is, right?
Like the inequality and stuff like that
What?
of women.
It's the inequality and stuff like that of women.
I'm suffraging a lot right now after watching this.
It's a terrible thing, so.
Yeah.
You know what suffraging is, right?
Like rights and stuff?
Suffrage is the right to vote.
Oh.
So we're trying to end women's right to vote.
What?
Yeah.
What? Oh, wait, I want to take it back.
You can't. You already signed it, Heather.
Yeah, girl, you can't. You've already signed it. You've already voted for your right to not vote.
Ending women's suffrage. Do you want to sign it?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool. Do you guys want to?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. It's like a terrible thing what's going on.
Yeah, right, it's a terrible thing. These are college students. They are the pioneers of our future. What are these women suffering from? Why they want their suffrage to end? I guess they are suffering from their own ignorance.
Hi, can I get you to sign a petition to end women's suffrage?
Wow, that's impressive. 21 out of 24 student college sign a petition to end women's suffrage. That's scary. My conclusion after watching this clip is that as long as something is convoluted enough to look right, you can get people to sign for anything.
You're trying to put an end to women's suffrage.
Sure.
Do you have anything that you'd like to say about women's suffrage?
Oh, that we should stop it.
Campus ministry, we're trying to put an end to women's suffrage.
Okay.
Would you like to sign this petition?
Love to.
Do you guys have anything you'd like to say about women's suffrage?
Women's suffrage is bad. Really, really bad. What's women's suffrage all about anyways?
Yeah, what's women's suffrage? I guess high school students are not doing any better. They really want to put an end to women's suffrage.
Basically what we're doing is we are signing a petition to end women's suffrage. Would you want to support that?
I would.
All right.
Let's end women's suffrage.
Yes.
Finally.
I have a petition here that I'm sending to Washington to end women's suffrage. Do you want to sign it?
End women's suffrage, yes. Because then I'll be in the whole thing and be like church versus state versus
Oh my God, yeah.
sexuality, and I don't agree necessarily with that.
Want to sign our petition?
You want to sign our
I'll
petition?
sign it.
Sweet.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see times haven't changed.
Law and order.
Did you sign a petition to end women's suffrage? Sure. Definitely, yeah. We're out here trying to repeal the 19th, end women's suffrage.
A lot of people have different opinions in every way, so I mean...
We're out here trying to help women. We're out here suffraging real hard. Definitely, yeah. Trying to repeal that 19th. Do you identify as a woman? No, that's a good thing.
Would you want to sign this petition to end women's suffrage?
Sure.
Awesome.
Thus end women's suffrage.
Do you know that women's suffrage means the right to vote?
What?
Oh, I did not know that.
You want to sign a petition to help end women's suffrage?
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, there were some nice pens.
Do you want to sign this petition to end women's suffrage?
Of course.
Awesome.
Oh, suffrage. It says it's suffering.
Gotcha.
Like, signed it.
She's smart.
Oh my God, is this like a joke?
Yes, this is a joke.
Yeah, that's a joke. Okay. You know, I have to admit that privileged as I am, I never really cared about the problem of women's suffrage. But hearing from the victims directly has opened my eyes. I have decided to take on my responsibility and become a part of the global fight against women's suffrage. Our generation can be the generation that ends women's suffrage once and for all. We can do it. I hope you feel the sarcasm. That's all for today, folks. Let's fight together the war against ignorance. It's a good war. See you in the next video. Bye bye!